Hey there, welcome back. In this video, I'm just going to introduce Sublime Text, which is the text editor that I'm going to use. You definitely do not have to use this, but it's a free option that is really popular amongst developers. Python, JavaScript, you name it. It works with any sort of language, so it's not particular to one, and it's really flexible, it's free, so it makes a really good option for students who are just testing something out. There are other editors out there that some courses will have you, sign up for a 30-day trial, and then after that, it's $100, $200. So this is a nice alternative, and it's just as powerful. So to download it, all you have to do is go to sublimetext.com. The link is also included as a resource with this lecture. Then go to download, or on the home page, it detects that you're using a PC. Click download for Windows. Then you should see this Sublime Text 3 setup wizard. Complete the process, and once it finishes, you should be able to come down here into, what's this called? Taskbar. Type Sublime Text, and it should open up for you, and it will look something like this on your computer. So it's just a basic text editor. Well, it's not basic, but it's compared to something like Microsoft Word, it just is text. We're not working with images in here. We're not working with clip art or whatever else it has. We're just adding in our code. But it has some really nice features like syntax highlighting. We can change color schemes, autocomplete. So even though we haven't learned Python yet, I'm just going to show you some of those features now in this Sublime video. So to make a new file, which you'll be doing a lot, you can do File, New File, or Control-N. So I'll do that now, Control-N. And then let's give it a name so we can, go to File, Save, just like any other app, or Control-S. I will save this on my desktop inside of Colt's code, and I'm going to give it a file name. Let's go with demo, and I could do .txt if I wanted to for a text file. What we'll be doing pretty much exclusively is .py. Actually, later we'll do CSV files and a couple other things, but py is all we need for Python. Demo.py. That tells Sublime that it should be a Python file, which will then trigger syntax highlighting and some autocomplete for Python. But also it's important to put Python code in a Python file so we can run it. Okay, so save. And now I can type Python code. If I type 1 + 1, you can see that the ones are purple and the plus sign is red. Whereas if I just make a new file, do Command or Control-N, and I do 1 + 1, Python doesn't know what type of file this is, so you won't see those colors. A common question I get is, why is that happening? Just make sure you save your file as .py. Anytime you make a new file, you have to save it first. Other than that, you can go up to Preferences, Color Scheme. If you want to change, you can also download some other ones, but I think these are the ones that come by default. That's not bad. Let's go with that one. Put your code in here, save, make new files. The only other thing, you can open a folder, which is common. If we're working with multiple files at once, I would go and open this entire directory, for example, and make this full screen. I now have access to all my files here. Later on, we'll work on projects that have 2 or 3 Python files that work together, plus maybe a data file that we need to import. We don't want to have to open them all individually, so you can use that feature, File, Open Folder. I believe you can also use the graphical user interface and drag a file down to the icon down here of Sublime Text, and that will open it up just the same way. So that's all I want to talk about with Sublime in this video. It's free, it's nice, easy to use, very strong developer community, and if you happen to be interested in customizing your editor, the possibilities are pretty much endless. You can define custom scripts, custom color schemes, you can download all sorts of tools, awesome utilities online, but I'm not going to go into that because we better get on with Python. So that's coming up next.